You guys, Erin here, dropping in to give you this week's astrological update. And of course, the exciting news of this week is we will be experiencing the fall equinox. Okay, on Saturday, September 23rd, the sun moves from the sign of Virgo into the sign of Libra. Now, Libra is what we call the cardinal air sign. All the cardinal signs project us into new seasons. Okay, these signs come with a little bit of extra force. They have an ability to push forward. Okay, and not only that, but it being in the element of air, all the air signs are very strongly associated with intellect. Okay, the sign of Libra definitely has a lot to do with mental function. However, this sign of Libra is very strongly, it's represented by the scales. I was going to say it's associated with balance. The motto for the sign of Libra is I balance. This sign has a lot to do with that mental function of trying to make things balanced and fair. Okay, it's really interesting. This sign of Libra is exactly the midpoint of the zodiac. Okay, that's why the sun is actually in astrology considered to be in its fall in Libra. That has a lot to do with why this season is called fall, because the sun is starting to fall. We went through summer when the sun is hot, hot, hot. Then the sun goes into the sign of Libra and it starts to fall. It will go through fall or autumn, and then we'll move into winter. Okay, so the sun is starting to fall. In fact, the sign of Libra also is very much represents when the sun is setting. Okay, so this sign of Libra, even though it's cardinal and it does have some force and does have some good, strong mental function, it's also this sign about taking a step back and figuring out how to balance things out. Okay, where's the fairness? Now, also, this sign of Libra is very strongly associated with relationships or partnerships, really of any kind. Generally tend to manifest in our romantic relationships, but also can very strongly be applied to any kind of business partnership or even a best friend, that type of thing. Okay, so this is a time to maybe, again, when the sun is setting, when we think about the energy that we feel when the sun is setting, it's kind of a relaxed mode. It's kind of time to go indoors and try to enjoy our evening. Now, the sign of Libra can have a lot to do with kind of relaxing, maybe spending time with a partner. And not only that, but thinking about how much energy am I putting towards myself and how much energy am I putting towards my partner. This is a really good time to try and find balance between how much energy we're putting towards ourselves and other people. Now, not only are we having the sun move into the sign of Libra, this is going to be a very, very interesting Libra season because, first of all, we have Mars in Libra. Mars is trying to take action, okay? But also Mercury is going to be joining us in the sign of Libra here soon. Okay, so there's going to be quite a bit of this sort of buzzy Mercury, Mars energy with this Libra energy throughout this Libra season. But we also have the South Node in the sign of Libra. Now, the South Node is considered the drain point, okay? This is the energy where celestial energy goes out, where the celestial tides go out through the South Node. That's also in the sign of Libra this year. What that means is we're going to be having eclipses. We're going to have a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse this October. I'll talk more about that in weeks to come. But this sign of Libra is so active right now. There's just all this buzzy energy going on with this sign of Libra. But keep in mind that there's a South Node. There's a drain point also going through the sign of Libra. Now, this could manifest as something, for an example here, as, I've been putting so much energy towards my partner, again, my business partner, my romantic partner, that I forgot to take time for myself. Well, if that's the case, allow for that South Node to drain some of that energy that you're maybe exhausting yourself on with putting that much energy towards your partner, or the other way around. It could be, well, geez, I'm going to lose my partner if I don't start putting some energy towards my partner and make things fair and balanced. Okay, again, represented by the scales. However, it is so important to remember anything that you hear about in astrology is going to manifest uniquely for each and every one of us. It is so, especially since the South Node is going through the sign of Libra, it is a really good idea to know where the sign of Libra comes through your own natal chart, because the house that sign of Libra is coming through is going to say a lot about the area of your life that this south node is trying to drain something out of. Okay, this could involve your house of relationships. This could involve your house of communication, and maybe there's something that needs to go out of you that's not serving you, that involves your communication skills. Or maybe the south node is draining energy out in your house of being of service. And maybe you've drained yourself out over recent years being of service too much, and it's time to drain some of that out. Or maybe this is coming through your house of karma. Okay, if you are a Scorpio rising, then this energy would be manifest using the whole sign house system. That would mean that this south node going through the sign of Libra, this is something that only happens once every 18 years, where it's an excellent time to be releasing old karmic patterns that are not serving you. But again, that's mostly for Scorpio risings. There's all these areas of your life that this Libra energy could be manifesting through. And that's one of the reasons why it's so wonderful and beneficial to get familiar with our own natal chart. So how do we do that? Through an astrology reading. When you get a reading with me, I offer you a free video recording, so you can always go back to that recording to review to see which area of your life is being activated, not just through the sign of Libra, but anything astrological. Once you've got that recording, you can go back and figure out for yourself which area of your life is being triggered or activated by anything astrological. That's a really good one to know about, especially with these approaching eclipses. Okay, so if you'd like to schedule a reading with me, you can schedule through the East West website, which is eastwestbooks.org. When you go to that website, there's a link on top that says Readers and Healers. When you click there, it's very self-explanatory on how to schedule a reading with myself or any of the other wonderful readers and healers that East West has to offer. Okay, you guys, I do hope to hear from some of you. And until next time, namaste to all of you.